people that I'm moving in front of. It's not that crazy anymore. My city used to a come up. Bryce and Jack G, James is up next. The rest is up to me. These lames is upset. My peers get upstage. The fans are obsessed. My city is upcoming. His people are oppressed, and I'm gonna change things. I'm up at Carmichael's trying to get on the same page. I heard about the rapper that you claim was a mainstay. They had a nice run, but they never gonna maintain because they don't.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Texans and the Cowboys, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more than you do with a normal preseason game, and then you've got to decide, do you bring them back after halftime and get them going again in the third quarter so they're ready to go when the regular season begins? I'm eager to see how these coaches will handle that.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And when you watch him play, everything just looks like it comes so naturally to him. When he's dialed in and finds that zone, passes are crisp, he sees the field really well, and he takes charge as the leader of this offense.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Anthony. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there, 48 yards, and the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
1
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Newsom. Muscles him off. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Texans. Hey, check that.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
He finds Wilson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Cole Kmet, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Operating from the gun, Collins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Crawford. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, touchdown, Cowboys! A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to Newsom. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Anthony.
Holding. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
First down.
Up the middle they go. Anthony. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Monroe. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And here comes the Texans now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And again, back to Kmet. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. They'll run it with Newsome, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Newsome on the carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And there he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 17 yards out. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Monroe. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They'll try and throw for it here. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught. Beckham. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. Touchdown, Houston. Garrett Wilson, 39 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Monroe. Got a man. It's high and complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Back to
line.
throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. That one finds Hyatt. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Here it goes, an impressive 31-yard gain.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for...
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Moody good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we've reached halftime in a wild first. Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. 3rd quarter. Here we go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So here's the Texans. They get set to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll look to throw now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days in Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass and you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that. A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. A gain of 22. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 34-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Newsome. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jaden Reed. 33 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Collins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Collins now. Off play action. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Off the play fake. Collins. Throwing left side, it's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. If they've stopped them 2 out of 3 times, usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up from the 33. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll look to throw again. Caught by Wilson. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 37-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
But you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just past the 35. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
There he goes, right side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st down, it's Crawford. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now in the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Collins. Touchdown! Jalen Hurts from 30 yards out. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on it.
Well, the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. But not a... their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Porter. He completes it to Beckham. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner. Great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Porter. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Back to throw. Porter. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try. And now off to the races down the right side. How about this? He's to the 10. And a loose football. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Well, that's the value of having a teammate that's got your back, because it was nearly a disaster, but fortunately a friendly face able to fall on it in the end zone.
Yeah, and I don't know if he was tired from all of that running or what, but he was unable to hold on to the football. Fortunately for him, someone on his team wasn't too tired to find the ball and score a touchdown.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Just a gain of a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw on third down, Porter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. Porter. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Throwing on first down. Porter forced out to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Operating from the gun, Porter. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 4 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mills used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Newton. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And this one is right through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
So now the Cowboys down by a field goal. A little over a minute to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So a field goal on this drive ties it. Remember, no overtime in the preseason, so we'll see how these coaches elect to play this. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught by Palmer, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
That's completed right side to Palmer. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So, Charles, this is a game that certainly had some intrigue, but I think you and I both agree. We like the decision to not play overtime in preseason and just call it a draw.
Partner, I want to meet the person who disagrees with this decision, and I just wonder what took so long for the league to arrive at this conclusion. They put the rule in for the 2021 season, and it should have been in a long time ago. Yeah, some rookies might miss some plays, but all in all, no one's paying attention.